When you become the president of the company, how much will you get per month?
What?
So, how much will be your monthly income?
Hearing this, I really had a very bad feeling. It's in recession right now, so probably about $1,300 per month.
Huh?
My husband looks absolutely devastated.
Let's get a divorce.
What? My husband, Todd, believed my lie about the income I'll get when I become the president and just left me like that. A month later, my ex-husband suddenly called me.
Hey! What is the meaning of this? I thought you were getting a really low income.
Oh yeah, sorry. I must have told you my income with the wrong digits. My name is Scarlett, and I'm 32 years old and I work in a company. I have been going out with my boyfriend Todd for a few months now. I met Todd through our mutual friend. He came over as a friend of my friend when we were all having a barbecue together. He looked really clean, and he was also very sociable. So that's why he would also talk to me a lot. He was 2 years younger than me, and apparently, he is currently working at an administration department.
What do you do on your days off, Scarlett?
Well, I visit cafes and I like to read books.
Wow, you really are an adult. I also like coffee, so if you'd like, why don't we go to a cafe together sometime?
He came on to me like that, and I was pretty attracted to him. We began to visit cafes together, and we also went on drive dates, and Todd and I got gradually closer to each other. Then, Todd confessed his feelings for me, and we began to officially go out as a couple.
What do you think about marriage, Scarlett?
Well, I'm not really in a hurry to get married because I want to work hard at my job right now. What about you, Todd?
I'm ready to get married anytime.
Huh?
So, it's all up to you, Scarlett.
I was quite surprised when Todd said that. Although it was not officially a proposal, I was very happy that he was seriously thinking about marrying me as well. Well, if you say it like that, then now I'm very conscious about it.
Oh, is that so? Then please do think about it.
Okay, I will. Even though everyone around me was getting married, I didn't really think about getting married yet. And that's because I had a certain goal in my mind. And my goal was to take over my mother's company. My mother has been running her own business since before I was born. She started the business with my father, who was a classmate of hers in college. But unfortunately, he passed away 7 years ago due to an illness. Since then, my mother has been running the company on her own, and not only is she managing the business in a stable manner, but she is also making new services to improve the company's performance. I admired my mother for being such an active, independent businesswoman. And I am determined to follow in her footsteps and become just like her. So, in parallel with working at my current job, I was also studying for qualifications that would be good to have in order to work at my mother's company. Because if I am going to eventually take over the business from my mother, I need to be able to do the job better than the company's employees. So that's why I wasn't that conscious about marriage at the moment. But, indeed, I am a woman. And when someone tells me that they are seriously thinking about marriage, it's only normal that I become conscious about marriage too. I would like to exchange vows to become a wife to the man I love and live with him. And if it's with Todd, who is so cheerful, married life would definitely be fun. For the next few months or so, I went about my usual routine, thinking about marriage in the corner of my mind. Then one day, he proposed to me on a date with a ring which he prepared.
At the time I said that I'd wait for you, Scarlett, but I knew I couldn't wait. I seriously love you, Scarlett. So, if you really love me, I want you to marry me.
What Todd said made me think, but I knew I had to be serious about it too. And so I decided to marry Todd. I can't wait for our married life to begin.
Oh, really? You'll marry me?
Yeah, I could tell that you were serious and I want to marry you too.
Yay! I'm really happy. Thank you.
I was so happy that Todd was happy too. And we immediately decided to inform my mother about it.
Nice to meet you. My name is Todd.
Well, nice to meet you too. I'm Scarlett's mother. Mother, we're thinking of getting married. I see. Well, I'm fine with whoever you choose to marry, honey. Todd, please do take good care of my daughter.
I will. I will make her happy for sure.
Todd ensured that so strongly that both my mother and I laughed. Well, I'm relieved then. I like your energy. And so like this, Todd and I got married. At the wedding, many people, including our friends and people from work, attended and celebrated with us. And our new life as a married couple began. What I had hoped for was a happy newly wedded life. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way I had hoped. Oh, Todd, you came home early today. Did you finish work early?
Oh yeah, didn't I tell you? I quit work last month.
Excuse me? What do you mean? Why did you quit your work?
Because, with your income alone, Scarlett, we will live just fine.
What? Wait a minute. So, we're going to depend everything all on what I earn now?
What? That shouldn't be a problem, right? Nowadays, it's not really rare for women to make more and more money than men, right?
Yeah, but then does that mean that you'll be the one doing the chores mainly around the house?
Nope, I won't be doing any house chores.
Huh?
Because I'm not really good at cleaning up or cooking meals.
Hold on now. So you quit work even though you won't be doing anything around the house? Then that means you're just going to be a bum.
Oh, don't say it like that. You love me, right, Scarlett? Then that should be fine. You be happy when the person you love welcomes you back home from a tiring day at work.
But we married because I knew that you had a proper job and you were working for our society, you know? I mean, to think that your husband is a bum is... And I can't stay married to someone I can't really respect.
So, you're divorcing me then? Even though we held a wedding and a lot of people congratulated us? And even though we received all these gifts from them? If you get divorced so easily, your mother will be really sad, Scarlett.
That's...
Scarlett, you work for a big company, so it's fine. It's not like we're struggling to make ends meet, right? Oh, that's right. If you want, I can take over your mother's business.
Pardon?
Because it would definitely be better off for you to continue working at the current company, right? Your current income is stable and high, and if things continue as they are, you'll get promoted in no time. So, it's obvious that you shouldn't be quitting your job. Then, I should take over your mother's business and become the president of the company.
What are you even saying? Becoming a president is very difficult, you know.
Well, yeah, but your mother's been doing it all by herself for years without any problems, right? Then even I can do it, right?
I was very annoyed and irritated when Todd said that. Would you stop saying that as if it's an easy thing to do? My mother is working extremely hard and she's doing her very best for her employees. I'm still studying for my certifications so that I can take over her business.
Huh? Wait a minute. Are you planning to take over your mother's company?
Yes, I am.
You didn't tell me that before we got married. My God, you tricked me. So how are you going to take responsibility for that?
Wait, what the heck are you talking about? What's wrong about me taking over my mother's business?
I just thought that everything about you is nice since you work for a major company, Scarlett. If you're not working for a major company with a high income, then what's the point?
What the? I never thought my husband would say something like this to me. I was surprised that he suddenly quit his job in the first place, and I was also surprised that he approached me so that he could just be a bum. And I can't forgive him for being defiant to me when I blamed him, and I can't forgive him for making fun of my mother again, and I can't forgive him for thinking that it's easy to run a company. And since that, I have lost all affection for my husband. But my husband is right. We have only been married for a few months. If I divorced him now, it might cause trouble for my mother, who runs the company, and it would not make a good impression when I take over as the president in the future. Is there any way I can get my husband to demand for a divorce? But such a way did not immediately come to my mind, and I was at a loss. I had no choice but to tolerate my husband's pathetic attitude and of him being a bum. My husband would get up in the late afternoon, relax until late at night, then play games until midnight and go to bed in the morning. I just couldn't do anything but just be stressed about the whole situation. Why did I even marry him? Now that I think about it, I guess my husband was always saying that he was ready to get married and that actually he was ready to quit his job at any time. I was totally fooled by my husband because how he looked on the outside was completely different than that of how he really was. I was so stressed out that I asked Crystal, the mutual friend of my husband and I, for advice. When I told her what had happened, she was surprised. I had no idea that happened. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't think he was that kind of person. It's not your fault, Crystal. I was totally fooled by Todd, too. You should break up with a guy like that as soon as possible. Well, I guess you're right. But if I get divorced now, I'll cause trouble to so many people. You shouldn't have to worry about that. If you don't leave him now, you'll regret it. You're right. But I wonder if he'd agree to the divorce. I think it's better to get a divorce even if you have to pay Todd or something. No way. But for now, I think you should be thinking in terms of how to get a divorce with him. You're right. I'm going to build up my courage and ask for a divorce. I decided to take Crystal's advice and tell my husband that I wanted to divorce him. But my husband says something unexpected.
What? You want a divorce? Well, if you want a divorce, you're going to have to pay me a certain amount of money.
What? I need to pay you so we could get a divorce? It was what Crystal had said. My husband told me that if I wanted to leave him, I had to pay him so I could leave him.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. Pay me the money and we can get a divorce.
How much are you even asking for?
Then, give me $50,000.
No, I can't afford that kind of money.
Then, we're not getting a divorce. I'm emotionally distressed by the divorce, you know. You're the one who initiated the divorce, so you should at least pay me that much.
No way. There is no way I can go along with my husband's unreasonable demands. My plan to initiate the divorce on my own had failed. I spent the next few months or so where I let my husband do whatever he wanted. I had to do the house chores for my husband, who was just being a bum, not working and not doing any house chores. Then, something huge had happened which changed the situation. Mom, what's wrong? You called me so suddenly. Scarlett, I think you're ready, don't you think? Huh? For you to take over my business. What? Are you even allowed to leave it to me like that all of a sudden? Oh, you're not confident enough? You worked so hard studying to take over my company. Well, yes, but why did you suddenly decide to put me in charge of the company? Well, actually, my body is getting tired. What do you mean? Lately, I've been getting sick a lot. I've decided that it's time for me to step down because if I don't, I'm going to cause trouble for everyone at the company. So, can I please leave it to you? Mother. All right, I'll take care of the company. And I quit the company I have been working for and took over my mother's business as the president of the company. When I told my husband, he looked really shocked.
Wait a minute. Why did you quit on your own?
My husband said that, and I couldn't take it anymore. Well, I don't need your permission. You're just a pathetic bum who literally does nothing.
When you become the president of the company, how much will you get per month?
What?
So, how much will be your monthly income?
My husband began to ask me this question. Hearing this, I really had a very bad feeling. If I answered honestly, my husband would surely continue to live how he is right now. So, I lied to him about my monthly income. It's in recession right now, so probably about $1,300 per month.
Huh?
My husband looks absolutely devastated.
You must be lying, right?
Unfortunately, it's true. Business owners make less money than you think. When I said that, my husband began to accuse me while crossing his arms.
That's why I said for you to stick to a stable life at that major company. Let's get a divorce.
What? Saying this, my husband took out the divorce papers from a drawer and threw them at me.
I'm glad I got this ready for you. I can't stay married to you anymore. Just sign this.
So, you're seriously divorcing me?
Yeah, I have no use for you if you don't work for a major company anymore. I'll just take my share of the property and never get involved with you again.
Okay, I understand. Then I signed the divorce papers. My husband Todd believed my lie about the income I'll get when I become the president and just left me like that. As for the division of property, I'm busy right now because I just took over the company, so we'll discuss it later through my lawyer.
Well, I don't have a choice.
Like that, I was lucky enough to finally get divorced with my husband. I was happy that my husband, who was a bum and had been staying in my house, left. I could finally concentrate on my work without stress. I think it was a good timing that I took over my mother's business. A month later, my ex-husband suddenly called me.
Hey, what is the meaning of this? I thought you were getting a really low income.
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh, don't pretend that you don't know anything. You told me that you would only earn $1,300 per month.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I must have told you my income with the wrong digits. I don't know how, but my ex-husband found out about my real monthly income. First of all, how is it even possible for the president of a company to earn $1,300 per month? How many years do you think this company has been around for?
You've got to be kidding me. If I had known that, I wouldn't have divorced you.
I'm sorry, but you initiated for divorce this time. Oh, and about the division of property, I talked to a lawyer and he said that your share will be lowered a lot since you didn't work at all, as you were just being a bum and didn't do any house chores.
Oh, no.
Oh, and there's more. I finally got the results of the investigation from the investigator. And well, it seems like you've been having an affair this whole time. And you were cheating on me with Crystal.
What? That's...
I have the photos to prove the affair, so there's no way you can get away with it. You and Crystal were both in on it to trick me, huh? When Crystal first proposed to me to break up with you, she said that I should even pay some money to you to get a divorce. Then, you also asked for money when I tried to ask for a divorce from you. You were just planning to get some money from me, get divorced, and then use that money to have fun with Crystal, right? But since that didn't work out, you thought you would continue living as a bum, but get the money from the division of property, right? The longer you were married, the more money you would get. But unfortunately, you won't get any money and you will have to pay alimony. You and Crystal are both going to end up in debt.
No way.
My ex-husband sounded pretty shocked and he was silent on the phone as well. So I hung up the phone as I thought that I had nothing more to say to him. I then discussed to my lawyer and filed a claim for alimony against my ex-husband and Crystal. My ex-husband ended up getting a part-time job to pay the alimony, and now it looks like he's working very hard. I decided to punish Crystal as well and sent a content certified letter to her company about what had happened. So, people at her workplace found out that she had been having an affair, and she seems to be spending her days working while getting cold shoulder from everyone at the company, and while also trying to pay off for the alimony. On the other hand, I am desperately trying to do my best as the new president, as well as the business which I inherited from my mother. It is a lot of work, but even so, with the support of my many talented employees, we are working hard as a team to keep the company running. I will continue to work hard to make the company even bigger while protecting the lives of my employees. It is surprising to me that on the surface, Todd kept it nice and neat, but once Scarlett opened the lid, Todd was just a useless bum. It must have been a shock to Scarlett that even her friend, Crystal, was betraying her. Still, I am glad that Scarlett was able to bring Todd and Crystal to justice in the end. I know it must be tough for you, but I wish you the best in running your company. And I hope you will meet a wonderful man this time. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.